As Yerna raced down the French trail, she lifted the strange lantern to peer inside. The mysterious little serpentine creature within looked sad. Being a specialist, one that hunted monsters and beasts, she tended to try and find some sort of meaning behind why creatures did what they did. In more instances than not, it had given her a unique insight into their world. "You seem a bit at a loss as to what is happening," Yerna told the creature. "If I'm not mistaken, you resemble a weep." "There's a whole chunk back on Ferocity dedicated to them. Never seen one of you up close, but it is said you're fairly intelligent. Is that what you are, a weep?" The wolfish eyes of the weep looked at her with open curiosity. Slowly, it nodded its head, then lashed out at the cage with its tail. Pressing its upper claws against the glass, it again looked into Yerna's eyes, imploringly. "Look," she said, looking ahead for a bit to help Twinkle move over a few obstacles, or to avoid them entirely. Once they were on a route filled with less debris, she looked back into the lantern. "We're heading to some spot that I have been informed might be important to you. Can you just wait a little bit longer? I promise to release you when the time is right, and it won't be much longer." The weep gave Yerna a dejected look, but let out an exasperated breath that included a bit of smoke. Again the weep nodded, but held a claw up pointing to itself, and then held up 3 fingers. "3 of you?" Yerna asked, and then opened up the frequency on her comp to reach out to those that might have some form of information on what was happening. "Okay, anyone out there know anything about 2 weeps missing a third?" Yerna asked. "I snagged one off a rather nasty hare named Saru. Currently, it's downsized, but seems to be looking for 2 of its missing flock." "You're heading right to us," came a gruff voice over the comp. "My goddaughter is a shepherd, and has 2 weeps with her. Seems a third will be needed soon. Where did it ice, though? We're fighting a nasty robot army here." Checking her dual blades, Yerna grinned before replying. "I might be able to break a few of them. Be there in a few minutes." Urging Twinkle with a gentle nudge, the Tuatha elf rushed headlong down a slope toward a region almost covered with strange feline robots. And with that, I will see you all in the near future, and thank you for listening.